And today, guys, we are doing the best god gear. What is OP enchants? What is OP armor and tools in Minecraft, Bedrock, and Java for the win? Hey there, guys, Skippy here. Skippy6 Gaming, guys, coming to you from the tutorial world's getting cleaned out. Actually, I'm cleaning it out. We are doing OP armor and gear for 2023. I don't think I've ever done a video of this in my life, but I took a lot of time to really investigate what is the best stuff and how easy it is. So this is what enchantments you need, you know, the best you can get, the best you're allowed, and I'm going over everything in the game. So we're gonna start. Let's do armor and tools, and yeah. Okay, so that brings us to, the first step. Armor. Guys, there are three major enchantments that you want on every single piece of armor that you have, and they are protection 4, mending, and unbreaking. I'm going to put the learning aids on the screen so you could read it, because I'm going to just give you the fast version. Basically, protection 4 is going to give you 4% reduction in damage per level, right up to level 4. And if you have that on all 4 pieces of your armor, you're going to take 64% less damage. Come on, guys. This is pretty much insane. Way less. Mending as well, guys. It's going to repair your armor and save you the XP levels on your anvil and repairing items like that. Mending, you cannot get it anywhere in the game except for, villagers will trade it. You can't just enchant something with mending. You got to find it. They're super rare. When you get it, you will know it. And you want that on every single piece of gear. So unbreaking 3 is another one, guys. It's gonna make everything last longer before it needs to get repaired. When you mix this with mending, you're ready to go. Your armor will last a ton longer. It will last about 40% longer if you have level 3 for unbreaking. That said, guys, you're very simply set as far as pants go, leggings, and as far as chest goes. This is the only 3 enchantments you want. You're going to want protection 4, unbreaking 3, and mending 1. Again, some people will argue thorns might be in there, but I find the negatives outweigh the positives with thorns, so I don't really like it. For these 2 pieces, simply these 3 enchantments. And that brings us over to booties and boots. So as you can see right here, we have the 3 favorites or that we need on everything with the protection 4, the unbreaking 3, and the mending 1. However, on these ones here, you're going to notice that we also have others, feather falling 4. So I'm going to switch my perspective, guys. Feather falling 4 is a key thing. So basically, it will allow you to fall from super huge far distances and take a lot less damage. That's as simple as 50% less damage when you stack that with your protection on 2 pieces of armor. So that's max fall damage of 80% reduction. Guys, 80% fall damage, it's a much bigger deal than you think, especially when you're building, mob farms. I remember in the olden days when we used to build iron golem farms way up in the sky and certain things like that. Having feather falling basically made it so you could basically fall from the top of the world almost, and then make it. So the other one that you're going to look at here is, so as you can see, Frostwalker, it basically turns the water in front of you to ice, and then it slowly unleashes. Basically, you can also walk, basically across oceans. You can walk across the ocean, and everything is nice and peaceful. And yeah, so in addition to that, you could have Depth Strider if you want. Depth Strider is the other choice to mix. That's going to make you swim really fast. I'm going to go swim in the kelp farm. Okay, so we're at the farm. We have no boots on, and we're going to swim. So this is the speed at which you swim. I don't believe I'm wearing anything at all at the moment. No, so let's put on the Depth Strider. And let's do some moving around. So you can see it's almost like, super fast. Look how fast it is. This is way visibly faster. Is it worth it over the Frostwalker? I like this one. On my builds, I use Depth Strider because I don't walk across oceans. We use like a nether tunnel and, stuff like that. But yeah. These are your boots. And that brings us to the helmet. As you see, guys, we have the helmet right here. We have the same usual 3, of course, protection 4, unbreaking and mending. But on this one, we have also aqua affinity 1 and respiration 3. So these really make your life a lot easier. They're basically, let's see what are here. So basically, aqua affinity is going to allow you to mine blocks underwater faster. So Oh, so, we're in creative, so that doesn't work. So basically, you could just mine, when you're going to ocean monuments or whatever. Long story short is you mine faster underwater with Aqua Affinity. It's very handy to have. You could drown, save yourself from drowning a lot. In addition, we have respiration, and respiration's pretty straightforward. I made myself a little, that's what I made this for. Basically, you can see this. Let's go ahead and turn it into, so look at this. Skippy, you came prepared. So basically, you can breathe underwater for a long time. As you can see, yeah, those bubbles are not going anywhere. They're gonna, oh, well, I mean, they're gonna go, but super slow. You could pretty much hang out underwater, for the duration. And that's a pretty awesome one. That's your helmet. That's all your armor, guys. How easy is that? Bing, bang, boom. We have one last added bonus is the turtle helmet. So I don't know where to put this in. I don't think it actually, in my opinion, actually wins. I don't know if I would actually use it, but you can definitely prepare it with what you need, mending. In addition, we can also, yeah, basically that's it. That's all. That's what I've decided is, yeah, it's just going to put your basic 3. It basically really helps you hold breath underwater. From my understanding is, that's basically the big one. So if you go under here, it's going to beat the respiration. It's going to beat the respiration helmet. This just gives you something more. I have a whole write-up on it on the screen. I'll give you the difference. But yeah, it gets an honorable mention because it's cool. And that brings us right back here to tools. We're going to do the axe first because, yeah, I picked it first. So the axe, we got it right here. Sharpness 5. Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, and Mending 1. So there's a few ways to go with this. Of course, sharpness is going to be, a lot of people, myself included, maybe carry swords a little less and use axes. If you throw sharpness on it, you could do melee damage much higher. Efficiency 5, of course, is going to let you use a lot less swings to cut wood, right? So it's going to go very fast, much faster, guys. And then the third one's up to you. Of course, we do our unbreaking and our mending in the usual fashion on most things in the game. But you can see right here, basically, Silk Touch is, some people keep Silk Touch on it for something like grass. I know that that's a tool that I use because you don't want to put Silk Touch on your pickaxe, right? If you put Silk Touch on your pickaxe, then you're going to be mining your ores complete, either way, you put it on your pickaxe, it's a pain in the butt. You need it on something because sometimes you need grass, or sometimes you need spider web, something that doesn't need to be broken down. And having Silk Touch on something in your inventory is actually good because, an axe is going to give you a whole log, right? At the end of the day, an axe can give you a whole log. You can see how much faster this one goes. So basically, if we were to get this guy here, has no speed enhancements, and we're in survival mode. So, that's how long. But this guy right here, like almost right away. So it does go much faster. That one, and that one. It does take longer. Double, triple, something like that. And yeah, and there you go, guys. You pretty much got it. Fortune is another one that's not really going to be very valuable for you. You could use it again instead of Silk Touch, and that would be to get something like saplings and apples. But basically, it'd have to come as a drop off of an item, not the actual block. So yeah, the axe, done and done. Okay, so bow. Guys, we got it in our hand right here. How easy is that? It's pretty straightforward, right? Unbreaking 3 seems pretty straightforward. We don't want it to break. Power 5, we want it to be powerful and do additional damage. And then the last ones are Infinity and Punch. So let's just go to the stray one. Basically, Infinity is super awesome because it gives you unlimited bows or unlimited arrows, and you only need to have one in your inventory. However, the challenge is that you can't have mending on your bow if you have the other one. So a lot of people will fight over this one, whether one is the right one or one is not the right one. That remains to be seen. Of course, we have Flame. It's going to set those dudes on fire when you hit them with the arrow, and Punch hits them and knocks them back. So a lot of people will often use Punch for creepers. Creepers, it's good for them. It hits them and it hits them far away from you. So if you fire off a shot real quick, it's not going to explode in your face. That said, Flame, again, like I said, it's pretty good for cooking stuff. So Flame is good. You can shoot cows and they come out with cooked beef. Guys, the bow, done and done. Okay, so crossbow. Since we did the bow, we might as well do the crossbow now. Of course, unbreaking, we don't want it to break fast. And mending 1, of course, we want it to repair with XP. But that said, the ones that remain are quick charge 3 and piercing 4 or multi-shot. So this is the simple way to look at this one is quick charge. See how fast that goes? That could be really slow. That's right away. That's the fast version. The slow version of this could be, I wonder if this is, yeah, so see how slow it is? That took way longer, right? How about this? right away. Okay, so you can see the difference with quick charge. Piercing as well is basically going to go through multiple mobs. So you could shoot your piercing arrow and it'll just fire through like 6 zombies right in front of you. In addition, multi-shot, it will shoot multiple. You know, I don't have multi-shot on here because I chose piercing on this one here. But yeah, the crossbow, easy to go depending on what your purpose is. It's either piercing or multi-shot. And yeah. And here we go, guys. Elytra. Guys, remember when Elytra came out? How awesome they were. I honestly can remember the day that they came out, and that update was one of the best updates in Minecraft. It is so cool. Wow. I'm telling you right now, this is one of the best things they ever did to Minecraft was adding Elytra. I'm not going to go in. We're in creative mode right now, and I'm going to go up here. Guys, the simple way to look at it is Elytra, Unbreaking 3, and Mending 1. That's all you can put on it. That's it. That's all. There is no other things to do for it. It's literally that easy. Unbreaking 3 and Mending 1. However, this gets repaired with something different, so it's even more important that this gets Mending. Mending is super important, and Unbreaking 3. Keep these two things on your Elytra at all times, and you'll find yourself a winner. And okay, so why not, just for kicks, let's talk about the carrot on a stick. You can enchant it, and yeah, it does stuff like Mending and Unbreaking. So when you're riding your pig around, you don't waste unlimited carrots. And yeah, just in case you want it, carrot on a stick. Okay, fishing rod, guys. This is a big one. A lot of people will disagree and argue about what does what with the fishing rod and what you should have. So as far as I'm concerned, of course, Unbreaking and Mending 1, but Luck of the Sea 3 and Lure 3 are the two for you. So basically, Luck of the Sea will reduce the chance of finding junk while fishing. So that's what that is. A lot of people misunderstand what the meanings of both of these things are. You won't get as much junk, and it will improve your loot while fishing. But does it really improve the loot? It does improve your loot only by reducing the junk. So yeah, that's as simple as that. Lure 3 increases the speed at which you attract fish to your bauble. This will also increase the amount of fish and treasure you catch. So long story short is, things will bite your rod that much faster if you have lure, and you will get less junk if you have the Luck of the Sea. So it's as easy as that. You throw your bobber in, fish comes quick, you toss it. I don't know why it's going so fast. I was super lightning fast like that, but you can see it's ready to go. And yeah, so this is the fishing rod, lure and Luck of the Sea. And so while we're here, we might as well show you. You can definitely, you know, you can enchant shears as well. So Mending on those bad boys, and Unbreaking. We have it in here, I'm assuming. Breaking. Guys, it right here. Here. Dang. Mending and Unbreaking. Either way, you can put Unbreaking on them. I guess I skipped on that one. Mending, Unbreaking for shears, and that also goes for flint and steel. Same thing. Mending or Unbreaking, or Mending and Unbreaking. And it will give you both of them. Again, I forgot on this guy, but Mending and Unbreaking. And the pickaxe, guys. How easy it is to have a beautiful pickaxe in a Minecraft world. So again, differing opinions, but mine, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Mending 1, and Efficiency 5. So the big difference with this one, guys, is that you're only allowed to have Silk Touch or Fortune 3 on a pickaxe. And again, you don't always want to. So often people will I'll keep a Silk Touch, you know, in my inventory, or, you know, my shovel, or, you know, some other piece of equipment. I'd rather have Fortune. When you get some diamonds, believe me, you want that. You can always basically get tons more drops of diamonds, redstone, lapis, emeralds, everything. So Fortune 3 almost always wins. You can only basically get yourself extra drops from blocks, but not the blocks themselves. So, you know, ancient debris is not going to fly. And yeah, Efficiency 5, we're going to do, yeah, you want to see how fast the difference is? We got some obsidian here. So this will be easier. So let's go. The slow one, obsidian. Guys, it takes a long time, right? Look at that. This is literally a netherite pickaxe, but this is right here. This is the one that's beefed up, and there's a big difference right there, right? How fast was that? 10 times better. Look at that. There's your pickaxe for the win. Okay, shovel, guys, this is one that comes up as well. Unbreaking 3 and Mending, of course. This is where I keep my Silk Touch. I know that I set it on an axe, and sometimes I put it on my axe, but for the most part, I like to keep my shovel Silk Touch. That said, because we just basically put efficiency on it, it doesn't have to fight with something else. And most stuff with a shovel, I'm not going to be upset if I get, you know, the full version rather than, you know, if you get grass, would you rather get grass than dirt? Of course you would rather have grass. So having Silk Touch on it doesn't affect it. The way that it does affect it, drastically is the price on repairing it. So repairing it's going to cost a lot more if you got Silk Touch rather than having nothing. And yeah, we got some blocks here. I don't know. We're not even creative anyway. So yeah, basically that's it. Pretty straightforward, guys. Unbreaking 3, Mending, Efficiency 5, and Silk Touch for my shovel. And you might be different, guys. The hoe. Here we go. The hoe, guys. Very simple one. You can put efficiency on it, Silk Touch and Fortune. Not necessarily worth it to put any of those on there, but you can. And yeah, it gives you that thing. Basically, just stick to Unbreaking and Mending for the most part, unless you have a specific use for it as a tool. And yeah, the hoe. Same thing with the shield, guys. There's not too much you could do with the shield. Unbreaking and Mending is the only... Okay, so Trident, guys. Very simple. Very easy. Unbreaking 3 and Mending, of course. Impaling 5 is going to be a go-to on this one. It causes more damage to things you hit with the Trident. Is that underwater mobs only? I guess if you're throwing a Trident at them, maybe. Loyalty 3, Channeling, and or Riptide 3. So you will have to pick adding Loyalty 3 and Channeling, or just Riptide 3 alone. Basically, Loyalty returns it'll return your Trident to you after you throw it. Channeling will strike lightning as you shoot your Trident down. Lightning will strike it, and it's good for making charged creepers. And Riptide is going to slide you through the water in underwater worlds really fast. And yeah, there's your Trident, guys. So we have our sword, guys, right down to the wire, our sword. So you can see this one here, Unbreaking 3, Sharpness 5, Looting 3, Mending 1. So again, Unbreaking and Mending done. We also have our Sharpness 5, which causes it to do a lot more damage. It intensifies it by 3 on Java Edition or 6 on Bedrock. It's a useful enchant for just doing more damage. Sweeping Edge is an enchant that they have on Java Edition only. As you can see, we don't have it here. You use it for Enderman farm and stuff. Basically, anywhere where you have a whole bunch of mobs next to each other, a Sweeping Edge is basically going to hit. It's going to hit every single character in front of you, every mob, and the more characters it hits, the more damage it does. So mob grinders, things like that. It's a super cool one. And Looting 3, guys, you want that Looting 3. It's the number one enchantment on the game. Basically, it increases item drops from mobs, not XP. It's very useful, and yeah, you're gonna get that, especially for Wither Skull farming. That will get your job done. Guys, don't forget to smash that like before you go. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel for, yeah, cool tutorials and stuff like that. Yep, catch you on the next one.